So I love theme parks, and something I've barely done on this channel is actual ranking videos. So I was thinking to myself, why not do a rankings video of all the roller coasters in the UK? Now I'm sure on YouTube you've seen many different YouTubers do these type of ranking videos. Usually these videos are entirely based off their opinions, and their opinions may range from Hyperia is the best coaster in UK, Nemesis Reborn is the best coaster in UK, the Big One's the best coaster in UK, and I feel like after a while that becomes very repetitive, so for the sake of it, I wanted to do things a little bit different. So I found different methods of finding out what the best coaster in the UK actually is. And one of these methods includes not entirely listening to my own opinions, because this genuinely might be the most unhinged way of finding out what the best roller coaster in the UK is. But first things first, I'm gonna get a few rules down and how I'm gonna actually do this. So in honor of the World Cup, I'm actually going to use a similar format, so there'll be a range of different groups filled with a range of different roller coasters from across the country, such as family coasters like Flight of the Parasaur or Vampire, and more intense coasters like Nemesis Reborn and Hyperia. Now you may be wondering, how is this going to work? So I spent my sweet time making this table with 14 groups starting from Group A until Group N. Now for Group A, B, C and D, the best 3 roller coaster in each group will qualify, and the coaster coming in 4th place will be knocked out. However, from Group E until Group N, the first 2 roller coasters will qualify for the knockouts, while the 3rd and 4th place coasters will be knocked out. Now once this is decided, they'll all be put into a knockout format, where a random coaster that survived the group stage will compete against another coaster, and whoever wins that will progress through to the next round. Now obviously if you don't progress to the next round, you're out. And this will take place until the final, where we will decide which coaster in the UK is the best. Now obviously I wasn't able to add every single coaster in the UK because it wouldn't add up. However, I've made it so this will work, hopefully. Oh, without further ado, let's get on with this. Please hold tight. Place your head back and brace yourself. Now starting off with Group A, we have Hyperia, Vampire, Grand National and the Dragon from Legoland Windsor. Now I'm happy to say that I've actually been on all of these roller coasters, and the best 3 roller coasters I'm gonna actually say are Grand National, Hyperia and Vampire. Not in that order obviously. Meaning Hyperia, Vampire and Grand National will qualify for the knockouts. Group B, we have Steeplechase from Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Storm Chaser, The Swarm and Nemesis Reborn. Once again, I've been on all of these rides, so this instantly qualifies Storm Chaser, The Swarm and Nemesis Reborn. Now Group C, we have some really good roller coasters. We have the Smiler, Icon, Manjul Mayhem and Chase's Mountain Mission. And I'm happy to say once again, I've been on all of these 3 coasters, and in my opinion, the first 3 coasters on this list qualify. Next up, we have Group D, Stealth, The Wave, Kumali and Velociraptor. Now I'll be honest, I haven't been on the Wave, and because I haven't been on the Wave, we'll find another unhinged way to find out who qualifies for the next round. And that method we're going to use is the Wheel of Names. So what's going to happen is that the first 3 roller coasters that this wheel lands on will qualify for the next round. So let's give this wheel a spin and find out who's going to qualify. In first place, it's Velociraptor. The next coaster to qualify will be Kumali. Now it's between Stealth and the Wave. Which coaster will qualify for the knockouts and which coaster will be knocked out? And let's give this a spin. Please be Stealth, because I actually just love Stealth, and I think it is going to be Stealth. I promise you that wasn't scripted. So Group D ends with Velociraptor, Kumali and Stealth qualifying for the next round. Now from Group E onwards, only 2 roller coasters will qualify and the other 2 will get knocked out. And unfortunately, Dragon's Fury, Odyssey, you're gone. Group F, we have Oblivion, Big One, Cobra and Minifigure Speedway. This is not the Cobra from Chessington, by the way. And in my opinion, the Big One and Oblivion qualify. For Group G, we have Galactica, Soar the Ride, Flight of the Parasaur and Accelerator. Now in my opinion, these 2 coasters are the best of the group, but they're not brilliant. I take it back, I do not hate Soar anymore. Group H, we have Rita, Nemesis Inferno, Revolution, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Now I'll be honest, I haven't been on that and Revolution, so the wheel's gonna decide which coasters will go through. Alright, so we have all the names loaded up and we're gonna give this a spin to find out who's eliminated. So the first coaster to go through will be Nemesis Inferno. Thank God for that. And the final coaster in this group to qualify for the knockouts will be... Bro, I don't even know how to pronounce that. Meaning this ride and Nemesis Inferno will go through. Bye Rita, bye Revolution, you're gone. Group I. Now for Group I, I may have snuck in a piece of nostalgia. We have 13, Scorpion Express, Rattlesnake, and Runaway Mine Train. Now I've actually been on all of these roller coasters, which is great. This might sound a bit harsh. Out of the 4, I think both the powered coasters are the weakest, meaning 13 and Rattlesnake will qualify. Now for Group J, we have Spinball Whizzer, Infusion, Drakon, and Ladybird from Lightwater Valley. Now unfortunately I haven't been on Ladybird or Drakon, so we know what that means. The wheel. What's going to be our first coaster to qualify for the knockouts? It's going to be Drakon. You know what, based on all the reviews I'm hearing about it, I'm not going to argue with it. And our final coaster to qualify is going to be Ladybird at Lightwater Valley. That's funny, the 2 coasters that I haven't been on are the only ones that are qualifying. Group K, we have Runaway Mine Train, Wipeout, The Walking Dead The Ride, and Dino Chase. That's how you know I made this list. Honestly, I have no idea how I didn't come into realization sooner that I wrote Runaway Mine Train twice, because this coaster already appeared earlier in the group stage, in the same group that Scorpion Express was in. Don't worry, I will come to realization, but it is just a mistake. Let's just pretend it's something else. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't been on Wipeout, so we're gonna have to go back onto the wheel. Can this wheel just leave me alone, bro? So our first coaster to qualify is Dino Chase. Wow. And the next coaster, and our final coaster to qualify in this group will be, I think it's gonna be, oh, it's The Walking Dead. I'm lost now because I feel like I put Runaway Mine Train twice in this. Dino Chase and Walking Dead will qualify. I definitely made a mistake there. Group L, we have Big Dipper, Sick, Flying Fish, and Accelerator. What's wrong with me? I feel like I'm putting so many. I might actually have to replace Accelerator because this has already been on here. So we've replaced Accelerator for Velocity because Accelerator has already been knocked out. And I'm happy to say that I've actually been on all of these rides. Now for me, I think Sick is definitely an instant qualification. And I'm actually going to put Flying Fish. In Group M, we have Mumbo Jumbo, Bluey the Ride, Octonauts, and the Caterpillar Coaster. Now I'll be honest, in this group, I've only been on Mumbo Jumbo, meaning we're letting our old friend, the wheel, decide which coasters are going through. And the first coaster to qualify for the knockouts is going to be Bluey the Ride. Next up to find out who the last coaster qualifying is, and it's going to be the Caterpillar Coaster. Caterpillar Coaster and Bluey the Ride are going through to the knockouts. And in our final group, we have Hero, Cannonball Express, Troublesome Trucks, and Gold Rush. Now it's annoying because I actually want to go on Hero because of how weird it looks. The wheel. And here we go into the final group spin, and Troublesome Trucks will qualify. Joining Troublesome Trucks we have, it's going to be Hero. Now the group stage has been decided. On we go to the knockouts. Please hold tight, place your head back and brace yourself. Now here we go with the knockouts. All the other coasters have been eliminated, and now it's time to see who's gonna win the UK Roller Coaster Cup. That might be the worst name for a trophy. First up we have Hyperia versus Troublesome Trucks, and I'm actually gonna go Hyperia. Well, that's not that surprising. Next up we have Big One versus Galactica. This might be a bit controversial. I'm gonna say Galactica. Now we have Icon against The Walking Dead. I'm gonna say Icon. Now Mind Your Mayhem against the Ladybird from Lightwater Valley. And I'll be honest, I haven't actually been on a Ladybird ride, so I'm gonna have to use the wheel. The wheel. And here we go to see which roller coaster progresses to the next round. Please be Mind Your Mayhem. Oh, you've got to be joking me. So the Ladybird has progressed. Next up we have Storm Chaser against Caterpillar Coaster, and I'm going to say Storm Chaser. Next up we have Wicker Man against Nemesis Inferno. Ooh, you know what? I do like my B&M inverts. Nemesis Inferno. The Swarm versus Sick. I'm gonna go to Swarm. Stealth versus 13. And for this one, I'm gonna go Stealth. 13's really good, but I think Stealth is better. Vampire against Hero. Now I haven't been on Hero, so we're gonna have to use the wheel again. Vampire, you better not disappoint me. The wheel. And which coaster will be progressing to the next round? It's going to be... Please be Vampire. Thank God. Oblivion up against Saw the Ride. Now personally, I'm gonna go Oblivion. The Smiler versus Dino Chase. And I haven't been on Dino Chase, so it looks like we're gonna spin the wheel again. The wheel. The coaster progressing to the next round is going to be, it's actually going to be Dino Chase. Smiler, how do you get knocked out by Dino Chase? Velociraptor versus Dracon. The wheel. The coaster progressing will be Velociraptor. The Grand National versus Bluey the Ride. The wheel. Haven't been on Bluey, so we're gonna have to spin, and Grand National will progress. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. Competing against Colossus. The wheel. And which coaster will win? It better be Colossus, and Colossus has been knocked out. You know what? The Colossus haters are probably laughing right now. Nemesis Reborn versus Flying Fish. Finally, I can make a decision on my own. Nemesis Reborn. Kumali versus Rattlesnake. I'm going to say Kumali. On to the next round, Hyperia versus Galactica. I'm going to say Hyperia wins this. Icon versus Ladybird. I thought I escaped it. You spin me right round. Icon, you better not get knocked out. You better not get knocked out, Icon. I was about to say I think we're good, but I don't think we are. Storm Chaser versus Nemesis Inferno. I'm gonna go Nemesis Inferno. The Swarm versus Stealth. Ooh, thought part debate. And the answer for me is gonna be Stealth. That opinion is bound to change in the future. Vampire versus Oblivion. Oh no. Sorry, I'm a vampire glazer, and I stand by it. Vampire, you're going through. Now we're gonna have to use the wheel, because I haven't been on Dino Chase. You spin me right round. And what's gonna go through? I think it's gonna be Dino Chase. Grand National versus this ride. You spin me right round. Here we go. What's gonna go through? What's gonna progress? And once again, it's gonna be the ride that I don't know how to pronounce. Nemesis Reborn versus Kumali. Is this even a question? Obviously it's Kumali. Nah, Nemesis Reborn wins this. Now I believe that we're now in the quarterfinals. So the rides that have gotten to the quarterfinal are Hyperia, Ladybird, I don't know how that's there, Nemesis Inferno, Stealth, Vampire, and Dino Chase. Oh yeah, don't forget Nemesis Reborn and this ride. Now what's gonna go through? Hyperia or Ladybird? You spin me right round. It's match day, and we're gonna see if there's going to be another major upset today. Now for me, I think Hyperia is one of the best roller coasters in the UK, but if it gets knocked out here, there will be an upset. I promise you I wasn't manifesting it, but you know what, I'm actually happy Hyperia made it through. Because if Ladybird managed to scrape through, I genuinely wouldn't know what to say. Next up we have Nemesis Inferno versus Stealth. I'm sorry guys, but I love inverts too much. As good as Stealth is, I just don't rate it as highly as Nemesis Inferno. And that's quite a controversial take. Vampire versus Dino Chase. Onto the wheel we go. You spin me right round. Which coaster will make it to the semi-finals, I believe? The Vampire, you absolute disgrace. This ride versus Nemesis Reborn. You spin me right round. Nemesis Reborn, please do not do this to me. If you get knocked, oh god, they're actually gonna get knocked out. You know what, a message to all you Reborn glazers, Nemesis Inferno is not the best ride in UK, and this proves it. Because you've just been knocked out by a ride that I don't even know how to pronounce. Now here we are, the semi-finals. Obviously on this side we have Hyperia versus Nemesis Inferno, which is the equivalent of, I'd say, PSG versus Bayern Munich. And on this side, you have the equivalent of Tottenham Hotspur against Chelsea. Now this is quite a tough one, but I'm struggling too much because I'm actually a Nemesis Inferno glazer as well. But honestly, to be brutally honest, I think Hyperia does make it through. Screw it, you're gone Nemesis Inferno, I'm sorry. I mean, Hyperia has made it to the final. Next up, we have the Battle of Mid. I don't know how these guys have made it to the semi-final. So we have Dino Chase versus the one ride that I still don't know how to pronounce. Jormunga. I'm not even gonna try. And I haven't been on either of these rides, so let's decide. You spin me right round. The semi-finals. It's tense in here. The prospect, mouth-watering. Who's gonna make it through? Dino Chase or that ride? The full-time whistle is about to go, and oh my gosh! Oh my word! Dino Chase have made it to Wembley. Maybe this proves how underrated Portsmouth Park is. It all has come down to this moment. I have to support whatever park is the most local to me, so that's obviously going to be Hyperia. But obviously I can't decide this. It's gonna have to be decided by something else. You spin me right round. Now because it's the final, we're gonna make this a lot more dramatic, so there will be a best of 3 rounds to decide which coaster is the best. Meaning if Hyperia wins twice, they win, But if Dino Chase wins twice, they win. It all came down to this, and here we go. For the first goal of the match, it's going to go to Hyperion 1-0. Dino Chase are under some pressure here now, but can they come back? And they have. It's 1-1. Who's going to win this? Who's going to be crowned the roller coaster of the UK? Oh my gosh. Oh, so Hyperion is not the best coaster in the UK. To the people that were saying Hyperion is overrated, how do you feel now? Dino Chase is the best roller coaster in the UK. So in my opinion, that was probably the worst way that I could have ranked the UK roller coasters. However, it was very fun to do, and if you want to see me do this with anything else in a different style format, maybe a league table, I don't know how that's gonna work. Make sure to subscribe, maybe in a new Champions League format. I don't know. But yeah, have a great evening, and Dino Chase is the best coaster in England. Guys, I'd just like to say, if I've forgotten to put any credits down, comment down below and I'll add them to the description. Obviously, I'm going to aim to put them in, but if I forget any, let me know. And make sure to subscribe, or I'll send you for 50 laps of Rattlesnake non-stop, or maybe 50 laps of Saw the Ride. What would you prefer? Okay, bye now.